You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the home.
Okay.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting
That is a
years on me here.
Well, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home, and you holding court, and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket,
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place, and then he's going to maybe get thrown out. Do people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
places?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them. You've been through this with your parents, and I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. I mean, and all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No,
You
not,
can't.
not right now.
Come on.
That's way too far out for Bart.
not
Bart
my
did not
age.
think about that.
Well,
Right?
yeah. I'm just talking about you and dealing
No,
with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look. Nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always
Well,
be
the good
another
part is you can
Dutch
say those things at that age and
People brush it
completely
off.
get away with it. I mean, completely get away.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast at 86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a
the whole-
handbasket.
whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
We just had a moment here, Chuck. Edward was enjoying his cup of coffee. We went to break. He looked up and realized that his red mug, which is very similar to yours, was sitting over where he normally sits. He was sitting where you sit. And he said, "Oh my God, I've just drank an entire cup of coffee out of Chuck's old
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. Edward, whatever's in your body's been killed. It's a whole new start for you today.
Coming to you live from the Warfield Distillery Studios in the heart of Hog Country. This is the Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, you're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, though.
cheeks, steals.
He's a real talk show host.
Everybody wants to give me nothing but win.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
These show a record for Razorback fans.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Messi prefiere con Nico por aquí. González para Messi. Messi, Messi, Messi. Oh.
Argentina! Hat-trick de Messi! Man, I'm out of breath just listening to the guy. I mean, I'm out of breath just listening to him. That's unbelievable. I love those guys.
What a crescendo.
That's the best part of the whole thing for me.
We need a conductor in the booth.
That's
just
fantastic.
to bring it to a close.
That was good. You know how they,
Yeah,
the,
just
the
more.
band director
Yes.
always they bring their hand out,
Crescendo. Yes.
or the music minister at church. You know, when
Yes.
you hit a big note, you know,
Absolutely.
he brings that hand
The,
up
the
like
old,
that.
the old hymnals at church, like the
Yes.
song leader up there at the
Absolutely.
pulpit.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
what you got.
Yeah.
How about Messi? How about a hat trick
That's pretty
in the
good.
World Cup?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Part the significance of that is what?
So he surpassed.
morning.
Good morning,
Good
guys.
morning, guys.
He tied Miroslav Klose, the famed German striker, for the most men's World Cup goals.
Famed.
I mean, he is.
That's what they say when no one's going to know the guy's name.
Well,
It's
no,
always
I mean,
fame.
you
You laughed at fame. I laughed
Yeah.
at striker.
Oh, okay.
you laugh.
I'm not
but
laughing.
the goalie for Cape Verde has gained so many followers on Instagram following their draw against Spain that he has more followers on social media now than Victor Wembanyama does.
Wow.
So,
And that's
like,
really what it's all about.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, we scoff at soccer. I'm
No.
using the general we scoff at soccer in
As
this
a nation.
country as a nation. It is the game of the
Scoff's
world.
a
though.
hard word.
It
I
is the
mean,
game
I mean,
of
that's
the
a
world.
big word.
It is the one sport that the world plays.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we probably should show it a little bit more respect.
Well, I mean, we played the soundbite right out of the chute,
but,
man. I mean, what do you want?
Yeah. But,
I mean, we played Messi.
wait,
We paid
It's
tribute.
the lead.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
And
we played it
say-
before we
and
even
the-
started
and
talking.
We only do the most important things in the world
right.
in the lead.
That's right. The last thing
Do
we
we?
want to do is bury the lead. You know?
Do we?
Well,
A story like
sometimes-
that, I mean, that's where you got to start. It's a natural beginning.
So anyway, he's now tied for the most World Cup goals in history. That's the significance of that.
How often is there a hat trick in the World Cup?
I mean, hat tricks themselves aren't very common to begin with.
Yeah.
But to do it on that
Because,
kind
you
of
know,
stage,
like sometimes they'll say, I had first
I
time
got another
since
question.
so-and-so, or like only the third in the history of the finals, or like, was this like the fourth in the history of the World Cup?
how about an Arrowhead? How many
there
hat tricks have there been at Arrowhead?
51 players who have
51.
scored a total of 55 hat tricks in the history of the World Cup.
Okay. So it's not terribly uncommon, but it doesn't happen every day.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
There were two other players scored twice yesterday.
Man, can you believe we missed that? We could have been at that game.
Which one?
The Messi hat trick. Wasn't that at Arrowhead?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I mean, it's just up the street. We missed the
no
Messi
idea.
hat trick
We could have
at
been there.
at Arrowhead. Have you
Yes.
seen the videos from Arrowhead of Argentina just taking over the stadium? How awesome it looks!
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
That's what we sat here and talked and dreamed about.
You'll never
you know,
be able to
about
replicate
doing,
that in that
about
new fancy
experiencing,
stadium.
and we're just talk, like we just yap. We should have been up there. I mean, that is a bucket list, once in a lifetime experience right there, right up the street.
I'm surprised you didn't say I'm
What are
going,
we
Bart.
doing? What are we doing?
Well, tickets were like $1,300 a
And-
pop.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
good mercy.
Wow.
Whatever. Have a bake sale. I mean, it's a bounce a check.
Yard sale.
Bounce a check
Pull a
like
Floyd Mayweather on.
Floyd Mayweather in the news bounced a $200,000 check for a watch in Vegas.
Well, look, man.
What did we say? If you're under 60 and you're writing a check,
writing
there's
a
a pretty
check.
good check. It's a pretty good chance it's hot.
It would take me like a half an hour to write a $200,000 check.
Yeah, getting on $200,000
Just-
and zero
Yeah,
zero
I'd be like-
$1, and then the line. You wouldn't have any room for the line.
Just I don't know I don't know, man. But yes, that's a blown opportunity right there. Blown
Well,
opportunity.
If we'd like to, we could go see Ecuador and Curacao in Kansas City on Saturday.
Isn't Messi iconic though?
Well, we could go see Argentina and Jordan in Arlington a week from
He's
Saturday.
playing all around us. He played in a
For-
friendly at
for
Auburn.
$2,000. Get in the door price.
Where are these people coming up with all this money?
Well, the whole world wants to go. I mean, talk about demand.
Well, I
It's
mean,
there.
you know, people have.
People save for
But you
years.
said they've been
Well,
saving
no,
for-
they have.
It's like
They've been
it's like
saving for
Kentucky
years.
basketball fans in the SEC
Really,
tournament.
save for 10 years so they can go spend a couple of days in Nashville.
a week from Saturday,
It's a
you
great
have
place.
One and done.
Yeah, it's-
Austria and Algeria in Kansas City. That one's only $441 to get in. The
Austria and Algeria.
door. Yeah. Mhm. It'll probably be a pretty good match.
Throw out the records.
Let's hear this again. I can't believe. I'm just sort of. I mean, really.
They really are.
I'm really serious. I can't believe we missed it. I can't believe that was an opportunity right there. Honestly, if I'd have known how cool it was going to be, and he would have had a hat trick, and I'd have known more about it, I'd have done something about it.
There's a lot of qualifiers.
Yeah.
I'll give these guys
It
credit.
just goes to show you got to pay attention.
This guy here doing the call.
Andres Cantor.
You've got to get yourself psyched up. And I mean, like a perpetual state of psyched up for like, how long does a soccer match last? 2-3 hours?
2 hours ish.
All right. I mean,
90 minutes.
You've got to be at that fever pitch. And I don't mean like, Acuff hits a 3. I mean like what that guy did, where he says Messi, 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 and, does the goal thing for like 10 seconds.
I wish you would do it.
Acuff.
I wish you would just do go.
Well, see, here's the deal, though. When you've got pictures to help you and do the work for you, you can like go off like that and put on a show and do the whole deal. When people can't see it, you can't really spend 15 seconds, yelling goal because there's all kinds of stuff going on. But those guys are good. I mean, they're really, really good. And the emotion they have, I mean, you can't fake that.
It's part of the experience for sure.
No,
it's
there's no
pretty
question.
awesome. Let's do it again.
Messi prefiere con Nico por aquí. González para Messi. Messi, Messi, Messi. Oh. Argentino! Hat-trick de Messi!
That's like 12 seconds.
I know, and I mean he's still got some fuel in the tank there. It's not like when he finished, he had to, take a big breath for the next word. I mean, I'd have had a brown paper bag in there. I mean, he's got something left.
He went. The third one was the strongest one.
I know.
Yeah.
And then just
he kept getting
yes,
stronger.
and he never missed a beat when he stopped into his next phrase there. It was really impressive.
I mean, this is a great way to start your day, isn't
Yeah,
it? I mean, really, a cup of coffee and a little bit of this.
Trick de Messi!
That's awesome.
We got to play the English call too, just to compare. It's not nearly as good.
Well, I mean, do we want to play it then? Is it?
Yeah,
it's
just to compare for
still good.
comparison's
Nico
sake.
Gonzalez, Lionel Messi, Lionel Messi. First career World Cup hat-trick, ties the all-time goal scoring record.
See, he's just
Yeah.
trying
He
to be
didn't have as
different.
much
He's
win.
informative.
Yeah.
He's trying to be different. This is the difference between being in it and calling the game.
Right.
Informative
that's right.
versus performative.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking to Chuck. We had a meeting before the show, and I said, Chuck, like, you got to let yourself go. Like, you don't be this guy right here and just, sound like a professional.
Yeah.
Like, be in it.
Be
Just-
you.
Let's just make this next chapter one where you just let it rip.
Yeah.
Say whatever pops into your head.
Well,
And we'll be right here for you when it's over.
That's right. Come on home. Always a place to come
That's
home
right. You've
to.
always got a place to land right here.
Exactly. You just get in it, be in it, be part of it.
That's right.
That is that's awesome. What a way to wake up. What
That
an
would be a
experience.
great way to wake up every morning. Have that guy yelling goal.
Man.
That's your alarm. You got to pick it up. Goal.
You guys aren't going to be happy about this. It's National Eat Your Vegetables Day.
Ooh.
French
fried potatoes.
No.
Yeah, it is Eat Your Vegetables Day. But, I can go with some broccoli.
Remember, mark it down, June 17th
Yeah,
every year.
yeah,
Have
yeah.
your vegetables.
That's right.
all of them for the year.
Yeah, that's right.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
I like some
you can get that vegetable medley. You know, where you have like carrots and green beans, well, you know, a little bit of everything.
The
One of those, you know,
bird's eye.
those one of those banquet meals. You know, you go to a banquet, you get the rubber chicken and the vegetable medley. You know, salad.
Just, what are you
Good
doing?
eating.
What are you doing for dinner?
Yeah,
Today's Wednesday, right?
it is.
It is. Happy Wednesday.
It is.
Wind down Wednesday at Macadoodles.
right. Yeah.
We're going to be at Macadoodles on Friday.
That is the
We're gonna
word
be
on the
at-
street.
yep, just north of Bella Vista and Pineville. The store opens at 7:30. We expect a huge crowd. That means you have to come, including
Required.
you, Bart. Yeah,
Required.
We have required attendance. We need to give some stuff away.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's Father's Day weekend. Come get a hug. We'll tell you how much we appreciate you. For every father who's not going to feel appreciated this weekend,
Please don't.
we will make you feel appreciated.
That's right. Come on in. We will celebrate you.
We'll celebrate you this Father's Day. I think I brought this up yesterday. We didn't really get to it. What would you like for Father's Day? You know, what do you want to buy yourself? What do you want to, you know, what do you want to experience on Father's Day? You got the U.S. Open. Is it maybe just a Sunday afternoon on the couch alone? What is it? What would you like? Is it
Peace and quiet.
Sounds like you're
Fishing
kind of
with your kids?
talking from the heart.
no, man?
projecting
At my age, you got to beg your kids to hang out with you.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like you
Nice
go
bottle
through
of
the
cheap
whole.
cologne.
That's good perspective.
Yeah, you go through the whole deal, and then later you just hope they call you, you know, or that they want to hang
Wow,
out with you.
That's sad. Maybe I'll just hang
It's
out with
not.
my
It's
kid.
it's not sad.
Sunday.
It's good. We're good. We're great. They'll forget it's Father's Day, but we'll have a great time. We'll do something, maybe. Yeah. What it's I didn't mean to like. I thought it was kind of. I think a father listening. I think they get what I'm talking about. But Edward's too young of a father, and I'm the only other one in the room. So this is going over like a pregnant high jumper.
We're on different ends of the
6:15.
spectrum.
Yep, the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Glad you're here.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our bae. I mean, you call them wackos if you want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under 30 grand. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this. Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins. Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com. For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you see the bubble, does that mean they're texting you, or does it just mean they're texting?
No, it means they're texting you.
Because sometimes you'll see the bubble and then they'll think, no, I guess I don't want to say that.
It's like when I text you at night, good night, I'm thinking about you, Chuck, I love you. And I see the bubble come on, and then it goes off.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We'll dig in on the baseball transfer portal. It seems like you're getting commitments every day.
I know.
And we mentioned A.J. Vasco from Kansas State. Impressive offensive numbers, one of the top players in the portal. Also eligible for this year's MLB amateur draft, and was invited to that combine we spoke of yesterday that 7 Razorbacks off this past year's team will be in. But let's get some insight from somebody that covers it all day, every day, and that'll be Matt Jones at 7:30 this morning.
That kid's in the catbird seat, man. It's like, okay, I could go to Arkansas, one of the best programs in the country. I don't know what his NIL deal is, but it's not free. Or I can go like to the MLB Combine, or both,
and then get drafted,
and then get drafted,
and then decide,
and then make a decision on where I want to go. I mean, that is the catbird seat right there.
We've talked about this for years. It's one of the most difficult things over the years for baseball coaches in all of sports, college baseball coaches, to try and put a recruiting class together, because you're getting Chuck and you're asking Chuck, hey, we want you to come play shortstop for us. We know you're going to get drafted. How much are you willing to take in the draft? Well, I'm not taking any less than $300,000. Okay, then we'll sign you, because they don't think that they're going to get $300,000, and then they sign for $150,000. They effectively lied to you or told you, they changed their mind.
And they can do it right up until the day school starts. I don't know what the deadline is these days, but I mean, they can run it right up to the end. And leave you holding the bag, basically, when it's all said and done.
So it's kind of gotten like that with the portal. I mean, you're all these commitments aren't signees. They can change their mind.
Well, anymore, what you do, I think, and I don't think I'm misspeaking on this, you don't actually sign what we would call the old national letter of intent. You sign a financial aid agreement. And, if I come to school there, you're going to pay for this, 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 and this. And I'm going to get this, 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 and this. But that only, until you walk on that campus, in some cases.
Yeah.
I'm sure different deals are written different ways now. But for many, many years, and I think in some cases still, until they're on that campus, it's really not done.
It used to be in other sports, if you signed, you had to go there or you were going to sit
right.
out a year.
That's right. That's right.
So it doesn't really, it's semantics now on commitments or signing or whatever, because it seems like you can leave at any time.
Well, they can come get you out of class. At least according to what Dabo said.
I guess you can't do it mid-season, but there are some
I don't know.
There are some windows. knows.
You can
but-
bet there's a judge out there that thinks it's okay.
Really? Will we see that?
I don't know.
Can we?
I
Can
don't
you
know.
imagine?
Mid-season trades.
If we're going down this route, I mean, why don't we have trades?
We're gonna have the trade deadlines.
Can you
May
imagine
1st.
what that would look like in the SEC? Like you're trading players. I mean, think about this.
It's not that far.
So college football is going to change. It's going to change. This Protect College Sports Act it seems to have some steam.
It's gaining steam.
And
if it has the support of the NFL and the two major players unions, being the NFL and NBA players unions, the SEC and Big Ten are not in a position where they're going to come out on top.
Well, for those who don't know, it does now. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning. Bart's in the Chevy. Bart Pullman, everybody. Chevy at Fayetteville Situation Room. He's here every day, most days. Sometimes on Saturdays. And
as needed.
That broke yesterday.
Yeah. So the NFL, the NFL Players Association, the NBA Players Association have come out in support of this. Here's I'll give you some of what the NFL statement said, and then what the Joint Players Association statement said. Healthy, stable, and thriving college athletics is essential to the future of American sports, including Olympic sports. This legislation is an important step to achieving that for the benefit of all college athletes and institutions alike by utilizing proven models like the voluntary pooling of media rights under the Sports Broadcasting Act. This legislation will support college athletics and ensure fans will be able to access their favorite games across today's changing media landscape. The Players Associations, it was a joint statement, said the bill includes several important provisions designed to protect college athletes, including guaranteeing NIL rights and providing medical and healthcare benefits. We encourage continued meaningful stakeholder engagement, negotiation, blah, 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 blah. So that's a little bit of what the statements say. The bill has received support from the Big 12 and the ACC. It has not received support from the Big 10 and the SEC in its current form.
The big part of that, I've heard Sankey talk about this quite a bit, is he's uncomfortable, and the Big 10 seems to be uncomfortable with the, quote, voluntary pooling of media rights. And this is where we get in the weeds, but it's like, what does pooling the media rights mean? And it sounds like what it means is it's a more uniform approach to game times. You can increase revenue for college football broadcast rights as a whole, and that you have more of a cohesive college football product where right now every conference has its own product.
Correct.
And that also leads
it
to
pools
your
the
point.
Money too.
Your point, it leads to these weird scheduling times in some cases. But like in the NFL, as you know, as a fan, if they don't sell out the stadium, it's blacked out locally for a certain mile radius. And sometimes it's harder to find an NFL game than it is a college game.
I don't think people understand, though. We gripe about these kickoff times. You know what the alternative is?
Not having them.
Not to have the game on TV.
Yeah.
That's the alternative. And when, now look, we all have a tendency as sports fans. I'm for David over Goliath. You better really stop and look at this. If you're a Razorback fan, an SEC fan, or a fan of big-time college football, and you better make sure there's not a everybody gets a trophy aspect to this. Because the way I read this, one of the things the NFL has, one of the things Major League Baseball has, is, you got to pay to watch those games. Cardinal fans out there, what is it, $200 a year now? I think that's what I'm paying to watch the Cardinals every night on MLB TV. You start pooling rights and you start doing things like the NFL and Major League Baseball do, oh, yeah, that game may kick off at 2 o'clock. May be perfect for you. And for $19.99, you can watch it. And I mean, it's. I think we need to be careful what we wish for here. I understand the idea that it could make college football stronger. I understand all that. But do we really want to watch, seriously, do you want to watch Arizona State play a Big 12 game as opposed to watching a middle-of-the-pack SEC game? I'm just asking. I'd rather watch a middle-of-the-pack SEC or even a Big Ten game. That's just me. I understand what drives a lot of this. And you got to remember, we may have a tendency to dislike Goliath, but we are part of Goliath. And so, that's one thing that I do think we have to think about.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was headed. It's just like college football is going to change in some way. I don't know where we're going to end up at the end of the day with all this. It already has with the portal and all this stuff. And what you're talking about is other consequences that we don't really fully understand. And I don't know if anybody quite does. And I think that's part of what Sankey and the Big Ten are saying is like, we're not saying we're not going to support this at some point, but we're still trying to figure out what all this really means.
So part of this that's been, relayed via reporting from guys like Brandon Marcello, Ross Dellinger. One of the reasons this pooling of media rights is part of this bill, right? And part of it, the reasoning behind it, is that the profits from the gigantic amounts of money that all schools stand to earn, it basically provides a lifeline for some of the smaller schools. Some of the, it provides a lifeline for Olympic sports. It puts more money in the pockets of these programs that frankly need it and that don't get it without just schools begging for money right now.
I'd have to see that happen before I believe it. I'd have to.
Well, I also wonder if it means that a school like Arkansas or even Texas, like anybody in the SEC, because they share their rights equally, does that mean they're getting less money, or do they get the same amount of money and there's just more money and that's being shared with other schools?
To me, the biggest question in all of this, and everything you guys are saying is right, or certainly arguable. To me, the entire issue boils down to, is there going to be something along the model of NFL Sunday Ticket for college football? Is this because the revenue that the players get at the professional level, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of that does come from deals like this, or at least some of it comes from deals like this. I just wonder if this isn't coded language. If we start pooling all these media rights, are you going to have like a subscription to soandso.com to watch these games? I don't know.
I just wonder if
and you do to a degree now, but will it be even greater?
Yeah. I wonder if the people putting the bill together know.
I don't know.
That's my question.
Well,
like,
I think
is the fix that is being proposed, is it understood, and is it right, and is it going to make the college football public happy? Or is it? Or are we going to end up in a not as good a spot as we were before this whole thing started?
I don't have the entire bill pulled up in front of me here, but
it's like 111 pages. Come on.
I think it's important. One of the things you have to look at with something like this is you have to look at the entire bill. Like, you have to look at the thing as a whole, because it is one whole piece of legislation, and how the different pieces of the legislation impact the other pieces of it. So it's hard for me to like just cherry pick on one thing when there are bound to be other things in that bill that are like that would require that, and for it to be feasible at all.
Got to hit a break. 6:32. Will you read that during the break and then tell us what you think of it in its entirety?
Recite it.
And have you a bottle of Warfield whiskey while you're doing it.
I'll need it.
We're in the Warfield Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery. Warfield offers a lineup that includes American single malt whiskey, vodka gin, and barrel-aged gin. Find a Warfield near you. You can just go to drinkwarfield.com, put your zip code in, and you'll find where you can get it near you. Now in Arkansas.
I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas. and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more. And they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. Hey, it's Bo. What should you expect when it comes to a roof or a remodel? Here's Teamworks COO Brett Husky.
We make it easy. That's the first thing. Because when we looked at this, we felt like the process shouldn't be hard. And the easier we can make it for customers, the easier it makes it for us and for our people to continue to do business.
Teamwork Roofing and Construction, making it easy, and now offering financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by Teamwork.
Hey guys, you're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go over all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week. And I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. It's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but I know that, so, so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming. Just the amount of just communication, text message calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart's over there fact-checking. Kind of ruined.
Just ruined the whole day for me. Has everything I've said on this show been fact-checked?
This would not have happened. This would not have happened.
Have you gone home and fact-checked everything I've said?
No.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
6:39. Jerry Palm, 8:30 today.
Is that today?
No, it's always on the board.
Yeah.
So I just went
Well, I saw
Anchorman
Thursday
and read
I
it.
couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I guess it's tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. at
Every
8:30.
Thursday.
Tomorrow
Can you
morning.
get Jerry
at
Palm to
8:30.
give us a way too early bracketology
Let's see if he might
for
have
next
one.
year? Would you do
I
that?
think Lunardi put one out
It's the
yesterday.
same every
Yeah.
year.
Lunardi does have one out.
Arkansas is a 2 seed.
That's where Lenardi has Arkansas?
2 seed.
Really?
Wow.
Where at?
I would have to
With
look
California,
it up.
where else?
Let me look.
We're going to
The
go to
West
the West
Coast,
Coast stay
yeah.
for 13,
I
14
got it.
days this year?
Yeah, absolutely. That was you were like on a minor league road swing.
2 seed in the Midwest region, second weekends in Kansas
The West
City.
region.
Yeah, you
Midwest.
look at you look
Midwest.
at the sites next year. Kansas
close.
City's in there. Dallas is in there, I think, too. You do some winning and get a high seed. You're going to stay close to home, I think.
The first and second rounds of the Midwest region are in Fort Worth, and then
Fort Worth.
The next rounds after that are Kansas City.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
Midwest
Yeah,
region.
I mean,
what
that's
we
the
want.
place to be.
So
That's
will
what we
they
want.
have that new building built for the Chiefs yet?
a grand new
because-
stadium?
No, that's 2030.
So in
I
2030
can't wait
they'll
till
be
that
able to
starts.
host a Final Four.
That soulless venue that
And
the billionaires are.
That's what, but they'll do. They'll
They-
I bet you they'll
where the
have a Final
oligarchs
Four
will
there.
go watch the game.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right, Chuck?
Yes.
I mean, that's
Kansas
why
City
you
re-
build buildings like
That's
that.
right.
So you can
So the
host
top
Final
members
Fours.
of society. can go
Kansas
to
City
a
should
rich
have
playground.
these events. Kansas City should have these events.
Look at the game last night, the World Cup game. It was beautiful.
You
It
can't
was
play basketball
beautiful.
outside.
Yeah,
Who cares?
you're not going to have a Super Bowl there either. And you're not going to have a Final Four there. Kansas City's a thriving. I mean, it's right in the middle of America. Kansas City should have more
The
big
heartland.
sporting events than they have. They've got a basketball arena that is suitable for hosting tournament play. Not a Final Four, but tournament play. That's all they have. It's a huge market. But that basketball arena, in terms of national appeal, they need more. I get the parking's perfect and all that. You've got, I mean, I've been to Royals games and I understand all that. It's a great setup. It's a great setup. But, you know, you're not ever going to get anything with that other than a great setup.
Chuck's right, and Edward has a take.
I just want to be honest. Do you want to go to a giant mega like the Raiders stadium? Do you want to watch basketball there? Do you want to watch basketball in that stadium?
no,
I get
no,
the
that-
Super
that-
Bowl argument, but we're talking about the Final Four specifically, which was brought up.
But you're not going to
doing it.
But that's how it's done.
That's right.
You may not think. I don't think, for
I think it
example,
sucks,
playing the
but that's
Final
how they do
Four
it.
at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Right.
I mean,
Or at
why-
Mercedes-Benz in
yeah,
New Orleans.
I think that's terrible.
Yeah.
But that's the world we live in. And so unless you're going to be the type guy who can get that changed, why
not?
And I don't think you are, respectfully.
Come on. Respectfully.
I mean,
So there's two things going on.
I just
The
think it'll be a
conversation-
big boon for Kansas.
Yeah,
City
I
when it's
agree
done.
with that.
That's one
I
part.
agree with
I
that.
want to go to the other part because I think this is, and Chris Childers was talking about it a little bit yesterday, and Clay Travis when he talked, as a witness in the whatever they were doing there in Congress or the Senate with this whole bill, was talking about how expensive it's become and how difficult it's become to be a fan.
Yes.
Where flat screen or color televisions used to be really expensive, and now you can still pay $5,000 for one if you want to, but you can also buy a pretty good one for $400.
Right.
And so that went down. But the experience of going to a game is going way up. And what you've been talking about with this Kansas City thing, as a Chiefs fan, from the day they announced they were going to do this,
I'm
this
against it.
massive new building,
I just take
is,
the other side
is
'cause
like,
it's fun.
Well, but the fan
Well, yeah,
part of it is, I'm interested to hear more from Edward because I think more people relate to this, and that is. Okay, cool. So you're going to build this awesome facility. I'm probably not going to get to see it.
Right.
I'm probably not going to go
will.
to it.
We probably
Yeah,
will. And
once.
it's going to cost a fortune.
Yeah.
And it's
like
not
going
gonna,
to
and
Disney.
It's just not going to be. I think it'll be really cool. I think it'll be really cool to look at. It'll be really nice to sit in there. But the experience is going to be so vastly different than what you have now in Kansas City at Arrowhead that I'm going to miss the experiences that I've had at Arrowhead.
You know how you combat that?
How's that?
You win. Because when the Razorbacks left Barnhill Arena, everybody said the same thing.
Sure,
it's going to be horrible. Oh, it's going to be so different. But they were really good that first year, and everybody forgot about all that stuff. And that's the thing. Look, when you build a new stadium, whether you're baseball, basketball, when you are in a city and your taxes or whatever are going to build a new stadium, you build your roster around being good that year. I mean, you may be lousy right now, but you got a new stadium being built. You better make sure your roster's good that first year, because that's how you combat all this. Is you field a good team, and everybody forgets about all that nostalgia stuff.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I got lost in the winning. The part where you're talking about winning, you just win. I was thinking about where could Arkansas football play that you'd be okay with as long as they won. like go to Bentonville High School or Fayetteville High School. I mean, heck, War Memorial Stadium. I'm going to play the whole season there if it means winning.
Guys, they used to play all their games at War Memorial. I mean, think about this. All the games at War Memorial, the big games, because it seated more people and it had lights. That's how far we've come. Yeah. I mean, that's how far we've come in Fayetteville, and it's not been that long ago. I remember it well. But yeah, things can happen in a hurry when you build a new
stadium. Didn't really change.
No,
you know what I mean. It's pretty much the same as it was then. You want to get into that? You want to get into that today? You want to get back to playing?
Really?
Should we play games at War Memorial Stadium? I think they should start playing some more games. We got to go back and undo. We got to go back and undo all the wrongs. You know what I mean? Go back to where did it all start?
A new trial for the great stadium debate.
Yes.
A whole new trial.
Where did it all start going wrong? Like some people would say it all started falling apart when we had that great stadium debate and we used to play 3 games there. We got to go back and undo all the wrongs. We got to go backwards and correct the curse. We got to find the curse, and we've got to redo everything, and we got to start over.
They're not playing games in Little Rock. We're playing Arkansas State now. What are we left to argue about? I mean, come on, you're killing us.
Yeah. We got to figure it out. First Security Bank's all over Arkansas. You can play at one of their parking lots. I mean, they got one in about every county in the state. Wherever you are, you'll find a First Security Bank near you, helping you bank better every day. Choose the power of personal. Ask about flex banking, whether it's a personal account, checking account that's for business. They can help you manage all that. It'll help you sort out your business and taxes and all the stuff. Just go in and see a First Security professional. They'll help you. FSBank.com online. First Security Bank, member FDIC. It is Wednesday, 6:46. Good morning. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. At First Security, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal. When you walk in, call, or click, you're working with people who live here, know the community, and understand what you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's managing day-to-day spending or planning for something bigger, it's real support from real people who care enough to listen. Discover what better banking feels like. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and when it comes to a roof or remodel, let me recommend Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky on what you can expect.
We're going to be there when we say we're going to be there. We're going to have really high-quality people that are going to be there that are extremely talented at what they do. You're going to get more than what you bargained for.
And Teamwork Roofing and Construction now offers financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Be talking down to people, Bart.
I'm going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Pascal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopascal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. PG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I can't figure out if Chuck's playing a role here, or this is how he feels, or if he cares at all.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
U.S. Open begins tomorrow.
It does indeed.
Bart shared a stat yesterday. 654 players have teed it up at Shinnecock. 3 have finished the week under par.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. Wow.
And
this is going to be ugly.
Here's the crazy thing is that 71% of the players at the 2018 U.S. Open at Shinnecock hit the fairway, or like that was the fairway hit percentage, 71%, which is way higher than other U.S. Opens, and still. Like it's the greens and the complexes and the areas surrounding the greens. It'll eat your lunch.
Worst feeling in the world. Hit a great drive and then it all goes to hell after that. The rest of the hole, walk off the green with a double.
Isn't that the
like? I mean, I striped it right down the middle, man.
Yeah.
You could do that. You could do that at Shinnecock. You can.
I
putt
can
the
do
ball.
it on any course out there, Bart.
You can.
I don't have to go to Shinnecock to do that.
So, what would a 15 handicapper shoot at Shinnecock? They asked a bunch of PGA guys this weekend. Well, it's there, but I can't hear it.
They were going to answer.
It must have. Apparently, it's so difficult there that it even
they're
affects
speechless.
the audio.
They're speechless.
Listen.
Words fail them.
Well, you can hear it. It's just like I don't know what you got to figure that out. Like what happens there?
I don't know. It's perfectly fine on my computer over here.
You want to play?
Perfectly fine. No, I don't know about this computer. Give me a second. I can drive from here. I'm talking about the computer I used to bowl it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's wonderful. There's no chance. There's no chance of anybody, breaking 120, 130, 150.
It's going to be carnage.
A lot.
It's going to be brutal.
Probably wouldn't finish. Listen to the wind.
There we go. Now we're getting there. And that's a 15 handicapper. There's a lot of weekend golfers playing to about a 15
handicap playing from the tips
Okay.
in
All
U.S.
right.
Open
All right.
conditions
Fair
was,
enough.
was the question.
Fair enough.
What about you, Bart?
I would not break 100 at Shinnecock.
It's
Well,
taken 2 years.
Well, then I wouldn't break 200.
We're back to this.
No. Like
2 years ago, it was Oakmont could break 100. That started breaking Bart, and it took 2 years of breaking you for you to say at a U.S.
Big
Open.
Creek
you couldn't
broke
do
This
it.
is, in my
Big
opinion,
Creek
the most
broken.
difficult golf course in the world.
Really?
In
In the whole world.
I mean, it's certainly in the top 5. It's in that conversation.
Would you even want to play it?
Absolutely.
How many?
Absolutely.
What would you be
I'd
trying
love
to
it.
break? What would be a goal?
What's your goal that day? 129.
No, I'd be trying to break 110.
Oh my gosh!
From the regular tees,
Good God,
from the regular tees, I'd be
regular
I would
tees.
be trying to break.
What about
110
this guy?
From the
What
regular
about this
tees.
guy? From the tips,
From the
U.S. Open
tips,
conditions.
I wouldn't have a chance.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't even
give
be
us
able
a
to get
number.
to the
Give us a
fairway.
number.
200.
You got 3 seconds.
125.
Oh my God!
130.
No.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate for complexity complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the Luxury Hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the hole.
Okay.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting too
That is
many years on me here.
Well, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home, and you holding court, and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket.
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place, and then he's going to maybe get thrown out. Do people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
places?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them. You've been through this with your parents, and I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. I mean, and all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No,
You can't.
not right now.
Come on.
No, that's way too far out for Bart. Bart did not think about that. Right?
Well, yeah. I'm just talking about you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always be
the good
another
part is
show.
you can say those things at that age and completely get away with it. I mean, completely get away with it.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast at 86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a handbasket.
Whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
The first year is important. You got to win. Everybody wants you to do nothing but win. But can you set a foundation that you can build on for year 2, year 3, and so on and so forth? And you don't get a lot of time, knowing Arkansas specifically. Man, they just need unity. They need unity from across the state, the fan base, the alumni, the coaches, the recruits, everything, because it's a great place. It's a special place. You can win there. From what I can tell from the outside looking in, he's been doing a lot of the right things to try to get it going that direction.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, you're just talking.
No.
You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
He's a real talk show host.
Coming to you live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Everybody wants you to do nothing but win.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Messi prefiere con Nico por aquí. González para Messi. Messi. Oh. Argentino! Hat-trick de Messi!
Yes. Which is better, goal or bang?
Well, bang is the stamp of approval.
I know.
So like we're approving of the call with the bang.
There we go. All right.
You know what
Great
I mean?
call.
You
I
walk
always
into the
say
grocery
bang.
store, you're looking for something, you needed it. Are they going to have it? You come out, you go, bang, I
That's-
got that.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
Bang.
Right. That's right.
Kind
That's a
of
good
hard
point.
to just kind of hard to walk out of the grocery store. Go.
Hey, those guys, they feel it in their soul, man. I mean, they feel it in their soul. When they score a goal, and it seems like pretty much any match, but especially the World Cup, it's like what we would do in our country if our team like wins it all. I mean, wins the whole thing. They do this every time they score.
Well, they do it well.
Oh, they do.
It's part of the fun. I mean, we do it every year.
I mean, you gotta take a
every
deep breath
World
for
Cup.
that. You gotta take a deep breath.
This
for that.
isn't anything new. It's just appreciated.
It's an appreciation.
I mean, I think we should hear the 10-second goal call one more. This is.
I mean, he's digging deep. It's from the diaphragm.
Yes.
Hat-trick de Messi.
That's so good.
He had all that left in the tank. I mean, he gives you 12, 13 seconds of goal, and he's still got plenty of fuel left.
It's like Adele.
Yeah.
You know.
It's-
I mean, how do you do that?
Go to that Adele concert.
Right. It was.
Oh,
I
that's
timed
funny.
it this time. It was actually 13 seconds.
That's impressive. That's impressive. And I mean, he's at top shelf, too. I
You
mean,
could-
it's top level.
You could fit a whole ad in there. you
could, yeah.
Tell,
No, it's
tell
true.
a story.
That's right.
Of Warfield whiskey
Yeah.
while he is talking about goal.
That's right.
Bart, did you ever dream of being a play-by-play man in soccer?
No.
You could
No,
do it,
That
Bart.
was not. That was not something I dreamt of.
Was it doing a show like this?
This is
What
you
were
had.
your What were your dreams as a
No.
kid?
It's going to be a fireman.
No, as as a kid.
That's my son's current dream.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great dream when you're a
that is
kid.
a
Loves
great
fire
dream.
truck.
That's a great dream.
I wanted to be a Sports Center anchor.
Okay.
Like,
like a
Stuart Scott, Dan Patrick.
3 million other kids in America every day.
Did you have catchphrases?
No, but I do have a photo of
Way
me
downtown,
from when
man.
I was
Cool as the
when I
other
was
side of the
young.
In Fuego.
We took a family vacation to Washington D.C. and went to the ESPN Zone restaurant. R.I.P. to those.
Okay.
And there's a picture of me sitting at
We did a show from one of those.
sitting at the Sports Center desk, like that they had in the restaurant.
What a night that was, I'll
Yeah.
bet. Family vacations,
Yeah, it was a
ESPN
highlight.
Sports Zone.
It was a highlight.
Do you want me to
Picture-
take you to Bristol sometime and set you on the set?
No, that's
the Sports Center
that's
set?
All right. No, I'm good.
We can make that happen.
I'm sure we could.
Tight.
That dream is no longer.
Bart will
a
get there
dream.
when he earns it on his
That's
own.
no longer
He'll,
a dream. No, that's no longer a dream.
Really?
Yeah,
No?
that's not.
So
unless
That's like a shattered dream?
and
Is that what you'd say?
unless Sports Center becomes Sports Center again.
Yeah, now there's a
You wouldn't
topic.
do it now, would you?
No, well, it's not the. It's
What
not
happened
the
to
same
Sports
show.
Center? What happened to it?
Well, they decided to change the model, and it has not been effective, I would say.
Oh, you don't think SVP's good? You don't?
No, I
think
think
that's effective?
I think SVP is good. I think that's one of the few good things that ESPN does now, in terms of like their studio programming.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the very few.
The
things.
old Sports Center where you got two anchors going back and forth.
Reading
It's all
highlights,
night.
man. Look, I know you can get highlights instantly on social media now. I know it's there immediately. Messi's goal was up immediately last night. I understand all of that, but there is still a demand for just a good highlight show. I would watch it every single day. I would watch it
There's
every
one.
single day.
It was so popular, we had like a sitcom out of it, like Sports Night. Was that what it, what it was?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Aaron Sorkin.
It was such a popular deal with Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann, and then the Rich Eisen, Stuart Scott, and then the various other combos.
And they played it on a
John
loop
Anderson,
the next morning.
Scott Van.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Yes.
I liked the fact that I knew at 27 minutes past the hour
If you
They were
missed
gonna,
it,
if you missed
come
it,
back 27
that's
minutes
exactly
after the
right.
next
I
hour.
gotta set my alarm so I can come back next hour and not miss it. And you didn't.
It was the perfect
You
show.
didn't miss it.
It was a perfect show. If you were a sports fan in America, all you had to do, or doing a show like we do, all you had to do was watch SportsCenter, and you know everything important that happened in the world of sports the night before. And we've lost that,
Well,
and it needs to come back.
Opinion moves the needle now.
Well,
I mean,
they went all in on that.
Yes, they went all in on opinion.
Save us.
But it is what moves the needle in terms of numbers. And so that's why they did it, and that's why they keep doing it. But yes, it would be nice if
Then somebody else do it. Somebody else put the show together, because
I don't know if anybody can.
Because
other people have tried to do it.
There is nothing I want less than to listen to those yahoos spew nonsense all day. like Stephen A. Smith. Like
Bart, they say the same thing about us.
I understand that.
Come on. You're starting to hit a little bit close to home.
I understand that.
Careful now.
I understand that, but we're at least partially
Blowhards.
educated on what we're talking about. We're at least partially educated on what we're talking about. Like, those guys aren't at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go down this nostalgia road.
I just want SportsCenter back.
I want SportsCenter back, but I want it
That's all I
done the way they did it, which means you got to have the right producers and you got
Right.
to have the right talent.
That's what I want.
You got to have the right, personalities on there. I want the newspaper back too. Can we get the newspaper? Can we get just the local media back?
I would like a newspaper.
I would love a newspaper.
Now, I could go off on, we'd get way beyond sports, but I could go off on how that's dumbed down our state. You know,
It's
the way
dumbed down- it's dumbed down a lot of
It is
states.
really dumbed down our
It's
state.
dumbed down a lot of states.
And
You said that about opinion. I feel like that's what happened
well-
in the news too, nationally.
Well, and that's one of the reasons I think that, with the popularity of opinion, that is one of the things that I think has led to the demise of, your more traditional informational type mediums. But by the same token, shouting out opinion is what you do when you really don't know what you're talking about. But I do think that, and it's affected sports too. I think it's affected our knowledge of sports. My vision of a morning show, you and I have talked about this. My vision of a morning show was always, all right, I'm going to get the sports page and I'm just going to read the sports page on the air and I'm going to comment on every single story. It's going to be like Paul Harvey, Now you don't have a newspaper. They ruined it all.
yeah, it drove Grant Hall right out.
I know.
Grant used to do that.
I know.
He used to do that. Just get on there and tell you what was in the news.
We'd do a coach's show on Monday night or Wednesday night, and I'd forget what we talked about, and I'd just listen to Grant the next day, and then he'd remind me. And
he was documenting
Oh,
events.
he was taking notes.
Just
he
documenting
went back
events.
and read it word for word. And I don't know that it ought to be like that, but by the same token, I miss that stuff. I don't think I'm the only one.
Well, that solves it. Bart's going to start a newspaper, and we're going to read it on the air. It's kind of like the show notes now.
It's like our newspaper.
Yeah,
This is our newspaper right here.
He's put.
Don't think I couldn't run a newspaper.
I don't think that. I don't doubt for a moment.
Don't think
that
I
you
couldn't
would
do it.
No, I'm sure you could. Sure you could.
We got people commenting on Bart
What are they saying?
on golf at Shinnecock. When you talk about what you would shoot from the tips at the U.S. Open, is that walking or cart? That'll also make a big difference.
Well, I'm not ever talking about playing golf from the tips because that's not my game. But
No,
like-
mine either.
I'm just to
Neither's
be clear,
carrying my bag.
I'm very open about that. I do not hit the ball 320 yards off the tee. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I graduated from that too. The idea of let's go play from the tips.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's not.
Well, it's not.
It's not enjoyable.
It's not stupid for some people, but it is for for others.
Right. No, play to the tees that fit your skill level.
Here's the thing about golf. Like, if you can't figure out a way to enjoy it, you probably shouldn't be playing it.
Right.
And there's no reason to put yourself in a position
It's a game
that is not going to be enjoyable. That's why I asked, would you really want to play Shinnecock? Because I don't think I would.
Yes, I would love to play Shinnecock.
maybe one time, but I don't think I'm going to have that much fun.
I think I would have fun.
With the wind,
I
the wind howling.
I
and
enjoy
just,
it.
You think
Well,
you'd have a
you
good
like
time
that.
shooting 175?
I would not shoot 175.
You'd have to go. You'd have to like have
Zero
physical
chance.
therapy afterwards for the amount of swing you took.
One guy on there said most of them wouldn't finish. I think that's the challenge right there. At what point does it just break you?
How many balls do you lose?
Oh,
And that's another thing is when you're out there by yourself in those conditions and you don't have caddies and that sort of thing, finding your ball is just obnoxiously exhausting.
well, Bart would never play
over
without
and
a
over
four
again.
caddy. Bart would not play without a four caddy. he would have someone out there. To
The question is, would the
planting
caddy,
flag,
would the
planting flag.
caddy quit on Bart? That's the question.
Come on, man.
That's another thing.
That's
Is when
funny.
you're out there and you're just hacking and it's no good. And
Somebody
you're
give me a tea
you're
time
like,
at
you feel
Shinnecock.
like
Let's
such
go.
a burden to
That
the
guy-
whole thing.
That guy's thinking, all I know is that guy better give me a big tip. I've been listening to this guy for like 16 holes.
Somebody
I
give
better
me a
get
tea
some money
time.
out of this.
Somebody give me a tea
You need to
time.
give Bart. You need to tip him up front.
Yes,
And
that's
let him know.
right.
And let him know there's more
That's
coming
right.
later.
That's right.
There's half now and half
Give
later.
him $200.
Yeah, 200 to start with, 200 to finish.
You'll earn every penny, pal.
That's another thing. Is there's nothing quite like playing an arm and a leg to play and then playing horribly.
Yeah, and then tipping.
That's why I stopped playing golf because I suck, and it's expensive.
And you said it like you meant it.
I mean
Like
it.
you
with
really think
every,
you do.
Every fiber of my being.
What do you think you would shoot?
Well, I know nothing
Would
about
you finish?
Shinnecock, but
Would you
based
finish?
on no, I wouldn't finish because of anger. If I did, probably like 300. I don't know.
I think you could break 300.
I don't know, man. I think you're overestimating.
I think you could break 300.
Edward gets to the turn and he's like, I think we should check out the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Let's go in here and have some lunch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'll be right back. And then you don't see him the rest of the day.
It makes me so mad.
So the U.S. Open tomorrow. Who's the
Oh, yeah,
favorite?
yeah,
Who's the
yeah.
favorite to
Pros
win?
are playing.
Who's the
Forgot
favorite to
about
win
that.
it?
Well, unsurprisingly, Scotty Scheffler is the.
What are those
favorite.
odds?
Scotty or the field, Bart?
Scotty is plus 550, and then Rory is 10-1. John Rahm 12-1. Xander Schauffele 16-1. Tommy Fleetwood 18-1. Matt Fitzpatrick and Cam Young 20-1.
So this is something you would enjoy. At Big Creek on Saturday, they're playing one-man scramble U.S. Open. So they're setting the course up as difficult as they can make it, and they're going to try to mirror as much as they can the conditions of the U.S. Open in terms of,
Heavy rough.
which hole's a par 5, all this kind of stuff. And so you play a one-man scramble. That means you hit 2 balls every time. And then at the end of the round, they start with last place, and you start drafting guys from the U.S. Open as your partner. And their Sunday score is a best ball with your score. So if you made a 5 on the first hole and you got Rory and he made a 4, you're a 4. And then that determines who wins the tournament.
That's fun.
That's a Bart deal if I've
That
ever
is
heard
Bart.
one.
Yeah, that's well planned.
Yeah, that's
Bart needs to
that's
be on the
making
planning
golf
committee.
fun right there. That's how you do it. Hey, Oaklawn's fun all the time, even when live racing season's not happening. And sometimes you got too much going on when you go to the races because you're about the races. You don't get to experience everything else that Oaklawn has to offer and all of Hot Springs. But it is an amazing resort with that Forbes 4-star spa. You should go experience it if you haven't already. It could be a great weekend. Could be a staycation. They got a great pool there. Come join the fun at Oaklawn Hot Springs. It's Arkansas's only casino resort. 7/17, it's Wednesday morning, the Chuck and Bo Show. Matt Jones to tell us what's going on with the baseball team here in about 15 minutes. I don't even know now. I don't even know what I was about to say.
I mean, we were talking about.
It was profound.
What were we talking about?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Parts.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
He's Chuck Barrett. He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we were going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins. Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, in a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. My biorhythms were like screaming over the weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt it the minute I walked into the casino Thursday night. I knew it was going to be well. I knew things were going to go well. I could feel it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Baseball portal news coming up here at the bottom of the hour. If you're buying or selling a home, Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and they're very different situations, I guess is what I'm trying to say, buying and selling. And the one thing about a really professional, qualified real estate agent is whichever side of the table you find yourself on. When you're with a Weichert agent, you are partnered with someone who's going to get you to the finish line. Whether you are buying your dream home, or whether you've got to move, you got to sell your home, you got to make you got to have something happen, and they're the ones that can do that for you. They've been doing it since 1978. So whether you're buying or selling, they do understand your situation very well, and they are right there for you and with you every step of the way. And the truth of the matter is, as Bo's found out, as I've found out, they're doing things for you every step through the process. You just don't always know it. And then all of a sudden you're at the finish line as well. They did all this stuff. That's what pros do, and that's the way they do it. and Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. Washington County, Benton County, Fort Smith, Branson, and log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
Messi had a hat trick last night. Bart, can you give us a World Cup update? Do we need to know anything?
Yeah, who's
today?
winning?
When do we play? When does the U.S. play?
Friday.
And
What
we
time?
play who?
2 o'clock.
Play at 2
Hey,
o'clock.
is
Is
it
that
Paraguay?
Fox?
Against Australia.
Australia.
On Fox. Yes.
That's Friday, 2 o'clock.
That's
Fox.
what I said.
Fox.
yes.
Does Fox have the whole thing?
Fox and FS1.
Okay.
Does it annoy you that we keep asking you when we're playing, when the U.S. is
I
playing?
sense that it does.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I can tell by the tone of his voice.
Would you continue to be annoyed by it so it continues to entertain us?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we play on Friday.
Yeah.
Correct.
Anything we need to be aware of between now and then?
Is Australia any good?
Australia won their opener. So, you
But
know,
we did too.
Yes. But look, at
Are we the
this point,
favorite?
Is
to
there a
win the whole
line?
thing?
Well, let's one match at a time.
Is there a line on the Australia match?
There is. Yes, we are the favorites.
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep. In fact, we are a minus 170 on the money line.
Yeah.
Australia plus.
Do you have a
400.
spread on like a soccer game, like plus
you
a third of a
can.
goal?
You can. Well, no, it's all based on goals. USA is plus 140 to win by 2.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of that for you.
What if we mess around and win the whole thing? You want to?
Is that possible?
I mean, look, sure. I mean, yes, it's certainly
Theoretically, it's possible, but I mean, realistically, is it possible?
Well, let's look at the tournament winner odds. The U.S. is we are 40-1 to win it right now. France is the favorite, plus 410. Spain plus 490. That's funny. England plus 750. Portugal 8-1. Argentina plus 850. Brazil's 10-1. You've got Germany, the Dutch, Belgium, and Norway.
So it
all
would
in
be
front
an
of the
upset.
US. It would be an upset.
Yeah, it would be.
yes.
There's Cinderella in our own country.
Yeah.
When is the championship?
It's in July.
Where is it? Where is it happening?
It's at MetLife Stadium.
Okay. Can you? We just need to circle the date so we can be ready to watch it. Can you just let us know, like what date that is in July?
It's like taunting.
If you don't mind,
Yeah, sure.
That'd be great.
Matt Lifestyle, you can do that and go to Bethpage.
England and Croatia today. That'll be a really good one. That's at 3:00 on Fox.
3 o'clock on Fox. Why don't we just do it right here? What to watch? What are we watching today?
England and
You got
Croatia.
that. You got the College World Series.
Portugal plays the Congo at noon today. England and Croatia at 3.
Wow.
Ghana and Panama. That could be a pretty entertaining match. Is at 6 on FS1. Uzbekistan and Colombia
Uzbekistan.
at 9:00 on FS1 as well.
Is that any Is there any similarities with Uzbekistan and Pakistan?
They're in the same part of the world.
They'll have stands.
Yeah.
Thank you.
College World Series, North Carolina, West Virginia at 1:00 today on ESPN. Oklahoma and Georgia at 6:00 on ESPN. If North Carolina wins, Oklahoma wins, those two teams will play for the national title. If West Virginia wins or Georgia wins, there'll be another game in that bracket.
So we're down to the semis?
Down to the Final Four.
Yeah, we're at 4 now.
Yeah.
I have a question. I was not aware of this. Texter, Dr. Tyler, just texted in. Is it possible for us to play England on July 4th at the World Cup? How big would that be? The United States and England on July 4th.
I'd have to look
in
at
the World Cup.
I'd have to look at the bracket.
Talk about symbolism.
Where's that game?
Yeah.
That's a little bit bigger than the
On
hot
the
dog eating contest.
250th
Yeah,
anniversary.
I mean, holy cow!
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be
a little
something?
bit bigger than Joey Chestnut?
Do you
hot
think?
dogs.
Do you think they knew that was a possibility when they put the bracket together?
I mean,
No.
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 You don't think so?
I don't know.
No, 'cause it's a
sometimes,
draw. It's a draw.
Oh, is it?
It's a blind draw.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not like the NCAA basketball
No, there's
tournament
no
selection
selection
committee.
committee. It's a
Gonna
blind
match
draw.
up the Razorbacks with UALR in the second
Yeah.
round. It's not going to be
Yeah.
like that.
It's like there's pot A, pot B, pot C, pot D, and You draw one from each pot.
Okay. All right.
Random draw.
I feel like Bart is suffering mental exhaustion from
He's
us right
mad at
now.
us. He's mad at us.
He's very
He is
monotone.
very
and
mad
he's
at
digging
us.
around the betting
No,
app.
that's the
He's-
deal. He's mad.
What to watch? Hey, he's hungry. What to watch brought to you by Macadoodles. We'll be at Macadoodles Friday. I hope you can come see us. They open at 7:30. They've got wine tasting open to close every day. Today it's Wine Down Wednesday, and that means you get 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. They've also got loyalty points. That means free stuff for you. Just put your phone number in when you go, and you'll be registered for those points. You're not going to find a better selection anywhere. The customer service is beyond your expectations. They take care of you at Macadoodles. If you're there buying a lot of stuff, for example, for a family reunion or a get-together, they're going to help you with all of that. If it's raining, they're going to get an umbrella for you. They're all about taking care of you. Open up 7 days a week, competitive pricing across the board. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista and Pineville, and at Guess Who in Bentonville. 728, Matt Jones, Whole Hog Sports, next. You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnomcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
If fresh seafood is calling your name, Fish City Grill in Rogers has been answering for 20 years. Just check the chalkboard. Fresh fish comes in daily, and the specials are always worth a look. Crawfish season is rolling, the raw oysters are as good as you'll find anywhere in Arkansas, and happy hour runs Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. It's locally owned and worth every visit. It's Fish City Grill in Rogers, near the Pinnacle Hills Promenade.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, you know, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go over all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, you know, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, you know, I think, you know, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week, and I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. You know, it's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was like, they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, you know, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but like, I know that, you know, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've had customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn Fun is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling. If you listen closely,
you can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Every day, you open up WholeHogSports.com, your Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette, you read about what's going on with the portal. I mean, there's a new bit of information in there every day.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. Matt Jones joining us, WholeHogSports.com. Matt, good morning. How we doing?
Bo, good morning. How are you? Doing well.
Matt, didn't you used to take like a bunch of days off back in the day, after baseball season? Now you got to go to work keeping up with the portal right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't recall that, Chuck. But
that's the way I did it.
No, you announcers had all the fun. It seems like it's always busy during the summertime.
What's the story? What are we looking at? Kind of bring us up to date on the end of the season and where we are now, just to summarize with Razorback baseball.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a heavy portal season, and I think you're already seeing that. They've had 9 players commit since the season ended 3 weeks ago. Not even 3 weeks ago, really. But it's going to be a heavy portal season because, you look at what they had back from 25 going into 26. They had a lot of production back off that 25 College World Series team. And they're going to have some players back from this last or this season's team next year. But number one, I don't think we know how many players are going to be back yet. There's this 5-and-5 legislation that's going to be voted on by the NCAA next week that I think could have a bearing on how many players come back. And then number two, a lot of the players who played a lot this year, they're going to be gone next year. They're going to go pro. There's a couple, 3 of them whose eligibility has run out. And so, the expectation is that they're going to bring in a lot of portal players. They've got 9 right now. There's 5 pitchers, 3 from Division I teams, 2 from junior colleges. They've got 4 position players who are publicly committed. I think there might be 1 or 2, players who have committed, just haven't announced it yet. So, it's busy, like you guys said, and it seems like right now we're kind of in the thick of it, where it does seem like there's an announcement every day, every other day. Yesterday there were a couple of announcements with A.J. Avasco, who's an outfielder from Kansas State, and he's really the biggest name that they've gotten so far. The portal rankings are subjective. But if you look at the ones that do rankings, 64 Analytics, they've kind of carved their own lane during baseball portal season. They've got him as the number 8 ranked player in this year's portal. On threes, got him ranked as number 10. Baseball America's got him ranked as number 39. So everybody that does the portal rankings, they've got him in there. This is a big left-handed bat. He is a draft-eligible sophomore, so you do have to keep an eye on that next month. But you look at this year at K-State, 348, 8 home runs, 10 doubles, 4 triples, 51 RBI. Had some comparable numbers his freshman year. I think this is kind of the centerpiece of the portal that they've gotten so far. But they've got some older players. Zeb Allen from UCA, he's an outfielder. He's their all-time home run leader. You've got Dawson Bryce from Charlotte, who's another older player. He'd be a fourth-year player. Both of those guys are draft eligible too, although I don't know that there's as much draft buzz about them as there is about Avasco. And Dawson Bryce was a pretty good hitter in 2025 at Charlotte. He had some injuries this year, but he was the preseason player of the year in that conference. So a lot of guys who have been all-conference, accolades at kind of the mid-major level. And it seems like Arkansas has had some pretty good success in the past few years of identifying those guys, and they come in, and it's not a perfect batting average, but they've had a high batting average with those guys having success once they get here.
Matt, I recall Dave saying something at one of the Swatters Club meetings about how they were in better shape, money-wise, portal-wise, NIL-wise, than maybe they were before. Is that playing a role right now?
Well, I mean, it looks like they're having a better portal season than they did last year. I can't necessarily say how much of it.
Well, getting a head start probably helps too.
And I think that's really a big deal, because I think these teams that go to Omaha. I was talking to Matt Hobbs last week when he got announced as the Team USA pitching coach for the summer, and he was telling me that they had. He said that excuse me, guys. He would be 15 minutes out from getting on a bus to go to the College World Series and coach a College World Series game, and he's doing Zoom interviews with players from the team meeting room at the hotel. And that kind of gives you an indication as to what these coaches who are still up there right now, what they're dealing with. I was actually on a walk the other day, and I just was listening to North Carolina's radio broadcast, and they were talking about their shortstop. His final three schools last year in the portal were Arkansas, Coastal Carolina, and North Carolina. And I don't know if this is why he ended up at North Carolina, but you think about it, out of those three schools, North Carolina was the only one that was not playing in the College World Series. And so, what you see with players this time of year and what you see with teams this time of year in Omaha is that you can't host players when you're in Omaha, Nebraska. You can't host them on your campus. You can do Zoom calls. You can recruit them. You can try to build those relationships as best you can. But there's really nothing that replaces that in-person meeting and that ability to bring them onto your campus, show them your facilities, and just talk to them face-to-face. And I think that's what teams have dealt with the last 3 years at the World Series. I really think that plays a factor when you talk about there hasn't been a repeat team in Omaha the last 2 years. And just to give that a little bit of perspective, when that happened last year, when there were no repeat teams in Omaha from 24 to 25, it was the first time since 1957 that there had not been a repeat team at the College World Series. And now it's happened 2 years in a row. And you look at the last 3 years, there have been 24 College World Series spots, and there have been 23 teams that have claimed those 24 spots. North Carolina is the only team that's been twice in the last 3 years. And so I think you're seeing the teams that are having success and going to the College World Series, they're being penalized a little bit in putting together their next year's roster.
All right, now the follow-up's going to be, if you're a fan, well, why don't they just change the recruiting calendar? Can you do that?
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? But, college baseball's calendar's been screwed up forever. And, you've got the MLB draft that plays a factor in this. Coaches for years and years and years have been pulling their hair out about how the off season works. There never seems to be a good time to have the draft, and they put the draft in July now, and it correlates with All-Star Week. I guess Major League Baseball thinks that's kind of cool. The college coaches thinks it's a terrible idea. I don't think the fans, I don't think they associate the Major League Baseball draft with the home run derby. Maybe the way that the MLB owners do. But, it's you look at softball. Softball, they finish their season in late May, and then it's like 2 or 3 weeks before their portal opens. Baseball, they don't end their season until late June, and it's June 1st when their portal opens. Make sense. And then you've got the Major League Baseball draft that throws a huge wrench into your plans for the next season, too. For years, like I said, coaches have been talking about they got to get their off-season calendar fixed. But there are some things that are outside of their control. Major League Baseball determines when its draft is going to be. But I think that, there are some things that are within their control, like when the portal opens. And I think that's something that's actively being worked on right now.
Good.
Matt, all that makes sense. And you've laid this out great. I come back to this question about this era now. I thought Arkansas baseball was set up to be a perennial top 10 program for many, many years, and that's what was happening. And you look at some of the other perennial powers, and they had kind of the same formulas. They're going after the best high school players, developing them, and then the portal became a little bit of a thing, and now it's become a real big thing. And it seems like it's kind of shaken the foundation of some of these perennial programs, especially when I hear things like guys rushing to sign. That's an interesting thing to me. Like, why does a baseball player, why are they in a hurry to get a deal done with a school? Why not wait on teams that are at the College World Series to get the deal done? It just seems like the environment's maybe different than it is in basketball, let's say. But this seems like it's kind of shaking baseball up a little bit. All the numbers you've given us. How's Arkansas navigating this? Are they still figuring it out? Is everyone still figuring it out? It just feels to me different than maybe it was 3 or 4 years ago.
I think the biggest thing is that this era, as you said, it has opened the door for more programs to be nationally relevant. And I think that there's a lot more teams that are trying to, they're trying to compete at a really high level in baseball than I think maybe existed 5 or 10 years ago. And it doesn't mean that they didn't want to be competitive 5 or 10 years ago. I just think that, with all the changes now, the portal, the ability to pay players, it has made it to where
they feel like they got a chance.
That's exactly right. And I think that, there's just a lot more teams. Tennessee is a great example of this. Georgia has a lot of baseball history, but, they went through a lot of down years too. And now all of a sudden here they are again. I mean, there probably isn't a team in the country that spent more on its roster this year than Georgia spent. You go look at some of the names they got out of the portal, especially on the pitching side last year. And, they spent a lot of money. Mississippi State spent a lot of money. I think Mississippi State would be in Omaha and would potentially be one of the 3 or 4 best teams in Omaha if they didn't have to go through Georgia at the Super Regional to get there. So, I think that more teams are trying to win at a high level in baseball than there's ever been. I mean, just in this decade, I think I have this right. It's either 14 or 15 of the SEC schools have been to the College World Series, and it's just in this decade. I mean, think about it. Kentucky's been to the College World Series. The only 2 teams that haven't been are South Carolina and Missouri, and South Carolina's fighting like the devil to get back into, relevance. They just hired Coastal Carolina's coach this year, and, that's maybe the big hire of the off season. So, yeah, it's just everybody is everybody's trying to win at a high level, or I should say a lot of teams are trying to win at a high level in college baseball. And I don't know that it was that way 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's a great look at it. He's Matt Jones, WholeHogSports.com. You can read him there. And great work as always, Matt. Thanks for making time for us.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you hopping on this morning. Well, I got some thoughts on this. I want to come back to this if we can.
Sure.
I'm sure you do too. WT Equipment helps you get the job done. Wish they could help, Arkansas in the portal and, all that, but they can help you with your land. They can help you in tough spaces, tight terrain, light construction. They've got all the equipment like the Bobcats. They've got Hustler, Steel, New Holland. If you need to get work done, those are just a few of the brands WT Equipment has at their 4 great locations around the state. Family owned and locally operated, whether you're working on your own land, managing a job site, running a farm, WT Equipment and Bobcat can help you get it done. Get the job done with WT Equipment, WTEquip.com. Do you have more opinions today? Do you have more things that we haven't gotten to?
Hell yeah, brother.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, This is premium refreshment, 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and when it comes to a roof or remodel, let me recommend Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky on what you can expect.
We're going to be there when we say we're going to be there. We're going to have really high-quality people that are going to be there that are extremely talented at what they do. You're going to get more than what you bargained for.
And Teamwork Roofing and Construction now offers financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Well, that's all I wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Pascal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopascal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you win, you get to say anything you want. That's what sucks. When you don't win, the other guys get to say anything they want, and you just got to take it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I know this college baseball is in an amazing place. I've been doing this 36 years. This is the golden age of college baseball. I don't know how you can watch the College World Series and the regionals and the super regionals and look at the excitement on the campuses and the investment from obviously places like Texas and the SEC schools, but Troy and West Virginia. I mean, how can you not want to be a part of that?
Jim Schlossnagle about the golden age of college baseball. I feel like the situation that Arkansas finds itself and the other teams that have been really good for a long time is more difficult now. And I think Matt was right. More teams think they have a chance and they're trying, and it's more competitive than it's ever been. And when you are playing at the College World Series, you lose the opportunity for your best sales pitch, which is showing players the facilities that you have. Short of not having enough NIL money, Arkansas can be as competitive as anyone in terms of being attractive for a place for a player to go. But there are more people competing now and getting deals done before these teams even leave the College World Series, which is kind of crazy.
Well,
like that you would find yourself in a disadvantage from playing for the trophy.
They got to do something about the calendar. I don't know what the answer is. I won't just, throw pot shots, because I don't know what the answer is. But I do know that if you are, and you can apply this to any walk of life, if you're on a Zoom call and the other guy's in person, he's got a better shot than you do.
Absolutely.
That's just how the world works.
100%.
And when you're Zoom calling a guy and you're 15 minutes from getting on the bus, he knows where your attention really is. You got a ball game in 2 hours. Everything you're saying to this kid, he knows. You're just talking. He knows. And it's a tremendous disadvantage.
Colby Hale just signed a new 4-year deal. He'll join us next. The soccer coach at Arkansas on the Chuck and Bo Show. And Chuck and Bo On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, wherever you get podcasts and YouTube. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. And members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool and a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee. And for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more. And they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary,
You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the home.
Okay.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting a few
That
too
is
many
a
years on me here.
Well, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home, and you holding court, and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket.
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place. And then, he's going to maybe get thrown out. Did people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
place?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them. You've been through this with your parents, and I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. I mean, and all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No,
You can't.
not right now.
Come on. That's way too far out for Bart. Bart should not think about that.
Well, yeah. I'm just talking about, you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always
Well,
be
the good
another
part
Coach
is you
Show.
can say those things at that age and completely get away with it. I mean, completely get away.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast at 86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a handbasket.
Whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
This may not be something that people are really thinking about, and they may find it slightly unbelievable. Arkansas is actually in the best financial position they've ever been in the history of the football program right now. I do think the program has kind of turned and it's headed in a direction that's modernized to where we are in college football today. I don't know what it'll be like this year, but I think they've turned the corner and they're in the right lane.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, you're just talking.
No.
You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheeks, steals.
It's a real talk show.
Coming to you live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Everybody wants you to do nothing but win.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
What a time. What a time. The World Cup and all the people coming to this country and having such a big time and all the festivity.
Everybody's having a good
All the
time. You're
partying,
exactly
all the-
right. That's the
just
thing
a
that's
big
appealing
time.
about all this to me is it seems like everybody's having a good time.
Colby Hales, the Arkansas soccer coach. He's joining us on the Chuck and Bo Show here at 8:03. Coach, congratulations on your new extension. Fresh off a 10th consecutive appearance to the NCAA tournament and another SEC title. Glad to have you here, and congratulations on that.
Thank you guys so much.
What's this like for you with the World Cup? Chuck and I are either a lot or a little soccer illiterate. For people like yourself who it's your life, give us your perspective on as you maybe flip on social media and see or watching the World Cup play out in the United States. This is just like to us a spectacle in a great way.
It is. It's wild, and the fun thing about it is it's probably 50% soccer, 50% everything else, which always makes like all the videos of like the Europeans experiencing Buc-ee's for the first time, eating barbecue, like that stuff is awesome. The World Cup's obviously it's the biggest sporting event in the world statistically, and it's super cool to be hosting it in the U.S. this year.
When you watch these matches, do you kind of wish like, man, I wish in this country people understood like the people that are coming to this country to watch these matches do?
Yeah, I mean, the sport is growing for sure. I think statistically it's like number 3 right now in people under the age of 18. It's, it's beating out like Major League Baseball and some of those for people under 25. So I do think the sport's growing, and especially in the South, there's some areas of the country where it's big already, but I think in some of the southern states it's continuing to grow popularity. And you see it in the youth games and how many young people are playing soccer at a young age. And I think it's the best sport. I'm biased, obviously, but I grew up playing everything. I played football, basketball, baseball in high school. My mom ruined my basketball career. She's 5'2". But I think it's a wonderful sport for young people. And then when you just see all the pageantry and the for lack of a better word, drama around the games, such a cool experience for the U.S.
You've done, and I mean this sincerely, you have really done a great job of growing the game as well as building the program within our state. I wonder worldwide, is the quality of play at the World Cup, the quality of players, quality of teams, has it improved over the last 10, 15, 20 years as the sport's grown?
Oh, yes, 100, and especially with our national team. I mean, those players now are some of the best players in the world. They're playing on the top teams in the Champions League in Europe. You're talking 25, 30 years ago, they were all homegrown. A lot of those kids, college kids playing, and now they're like full-on professionals. I mean, Christian Pulisic's being, courted by every major club in the world. And there will be 2 or 3 players from our team that sign massive contracts after the World Cup at some of the biggest clubs in the world.
Colby, the job you've done here at Arkansas, take us back. When you got here, talking about growing the game and the popularity of the sport, what was it like day one? What is it like now in your job?
Oh my goodness! It's hilarious. You know who texted me this morning and said congrats on the extension was Jeff Long.
Yeah.
Blast from the past. So no, I just wanted the opportunity. I joke when they offered me the job, I was an assistant at a Conference USA school. The job was in a really poor place. I didn't even negotiate anything. Everyone's like, hey, Colby, you got to negotiate. I'm like, I haven't done anything. You guys probably know me. I'm a big, like, you get what you earn. I think the word deserve is like nails on a chalkboard. And I think entitlement's, a disease that is unovercomable. So for us, when they offered me the job, I was like, I'll take it. My wife's like, what are we making? I was like, I don't know. I didn't ask. She's like, did you get a contract? I was like, I don't know. I didn't ask. Like, I didn't negotiate a single thing when I came. And I just figured either we'd do really well and we'd get raises and they'd build the program, or we would suck and they would fire us. So I just figured, like, all I wanted was the opportunity. And I think, like we always say, excuse for losers, don't be a loser. We still don't have some of the things. The top schools in women's soccer traditionally are the high academic schools. Duke, UCLA, Stanford, Notre Dame are traditionally the powerhouses. So we've had to do it a little bit different. We don't have NIL. We don't have rev share. We don't have a lot of these things that some of the other schools have. And so we've just said, hey, we're going to build the best team. And the irony, or the cool part about it is, I think it relates to the state of Arkansas in general. We're a little bit kind of the chip on our shoulder. We're going to be the blue-collar, hard-working, tough team. And I think that's why the fans come and love it, is because they're very relatable. It's not we have the least entitled team in any sport in any school in America.
When Jeff Long hired you 15 years ago, what did he tell you?
I mean, it was like, do you want it? No one else wants this thing. This guy seems to think he can do it. I mean, literally, like, I joked with them. They wanted my buddy who was at the coach at a power, like a big school, and I knew he wasn't going to take it. And I joked, like, he got the private jet, and I got like the Southwest Airline middle seat, GA compliance, picking me up in a Buick. Yeah, I mean, it was. I don't care about all the pageantry. I'm more of a substance over style. And so for me, I didn't care about any of that. There was no red carpet rolled out for me. They didn't have a press conference. I'm not sure there was an article announcing me, but I didn't care. Like, I just wanted the opportunity because I felt like we could do something here that had never been done.
You built a program, and, that goes beyond just coaching. And I just wonder, when you go from, I didn't even ask what I was getting paid, to walking out and seeing a full stadium, what was that like the first time you walked out and saw it like that?
Oh, my God. I got a great story. So when I got the job, I asked Duke if they would play. And I was like, give me like 4 years. So we went and played at their place and got smacked. But he owed me a return in like year 4 or 5. And he was like, yeah, I'll do it. It was more like a favor. Because you can remember, it was literally, it had never been to the NCAA tournament. They'd never beat a ranked team. It was in awful shape. And he walked out an hour before the game, and the stadium was packed. They were number 2 in the country. And he looked at me, and he was like, this is not what I signed up for, Colby. And I was like, well, my bad. So it was, we had the band there. I mean, it was amazing. We ended up winning 2-1. It was one of the biggest results. Like, we had one of our top recruits say to me, hey, me and my family's all getting together to watch the Duke game. And we're in year 3, and I'm like, oh, boy, please play well, guys. Please play well. So, she ended up committing right after the game. We won the game, and then there was a few of those moments early. We beat Florida. They were number 1 at Duke and UNC, and we had some of these moments that but you said it, Chuck, for me, it's a program. Like, we have a very identifiable brand of soccer. We have a very identifiable, philosophy of life. We're looking for a very specific person. We're not just going on, and everyone says it, but we're not just looking for the best players. We've had one top 25 recruiting class since I've been here. But we're getting the right players who we think are as good or better than the ones who are ranked high, but maybe they don't have all that, entitlement. And then we're trying. I mean, we want to get to a Final Four, but we're continuing to try to build some of the areas. Like, we probably eventually need to raise some NIL money, and we need to do some work on the stadium, and we need some stuff like that. But you'll never hear us use those as excuses.
Yeah, how do you? Not to talk about anybody else specifically, but I know fans believe this about Arkansas. They believe what you're saying can be done in other sports. And I just wonder how in this, especially this era right now, that you're able to do it. And like you said, it's not about the top 25 recruiting classes. It's about sticking to our philosophy, what we believe in. But how do you execute that? How do you pull that off when everybody says, I don't know how you expect me to compete if I don't have X amount of dollars?
Yeah, I mean, I always talk with Cord about it a lot, and I think every sport is unique in what their challenge is. And our challenge is we don't have rev share NIL, and the academic piece is hard because traditionally the best teams are like the Stanfords and the Dukes. And so we're losing out on some of those kids of academics. And our Arkansas has good academics, but those are like the elite academic schools. Like Harvard is good at soccer. And so for us, we just have to find our niche, and we have to have a very clear identity. Belief is a big part of this. Like, our players believe they're as good or better than everybody. They play with a tremendous amount of confidence and swag, and we do it a little different. You know, if we just did what everyone else did and rolled the ball out, I mean, Mike Leach is maybe an example of someone who said, hey, we're going to have a system where we can find the players that fit the system and overachieve with who we have. I mean, we have, like, what we could call our 28th this week. We just got the number one forward on our entire list. And the parents never asked about NIL. And so we're looking for those ones. Like, if that's the first question out of their mouth, this might not be the place for you. And I don't blame them. I mean, choose the school that you want, choose the opportunity you want. But for us, we're looking for the ones who have our philosophy in life and to believe that if you come to Arkansas for 4 or 5 years, what you get out of this will be greater than an NIL check that you might get.
Well, it's been fun to watch, and we're happy for you. And we know you're built different, do it different, and it's a great story. The Hog Pod we did years ago was really eye-opening for me, and always love having you on, love seeing you have success, and congratulations on the extension, well-deserved, and another SEC title, another trip to the NCAA tournament. And good luck as you keep going.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me on, guys. Go Hogs.
Colby, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Colby Hale. You know, I'm just sitting there listening to him, and one of the thoughts I had, Chuck, is sometimes it's a blessing for people not to really know anything about, like, the program you're building until it's built, until you're there. And sometimes when we have sports that more fans are kind of all over paying attention to, you don't get enough patience, or you don't get, when you have the right person, you got to give them time sometimes to work. And you've seen it with Courtney Deifel, and you've seen it with Colby Hale, and there are others, but those two specifically come to mind.
Well, you've got to, he talked about it there. You've got to have a vision for your program. It can't just be about, we're going to go get the best players and we're going to win games. Yeah, you've got to do that, but there's a way you go about doing that. And look, he was fortunate in that. And sometimes in different sports, you do have this advantage. The disadvantage is you don't have as much money. The advantage is everybody's not screaming at you the first day on the job saying, when are you going to beat Texas? Yeah, it's a different situation, and they do have that luxury. Now, again, the disadvantage is they don't have any money. But he has really done a remarkable job here.
Heck of a leader. Done a great job. By the way, you talked about vision. The vision of the Fayetteville Auto Park had them going for 26 years.
And I was by there the other day, and, man, there's just something about driving into a car lot. I mean, when you got all the shiny vehicles and stuff out there,
just go looking.
It's still magic.
It's like
me.
window shopping right under your windshield.
Yeah, it is. If I had the money, I'd come home with 3 or 4 of them every single time. But they always have a great selection at Fayetteville Auto Park. They've got great brands, and that's a really important thing. Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota. Got a great pre-owned selection. And I'm talking certified pre-owned automobiles. But the folks you deal with, that's what's going to keep you coming back. They've been doing this for over 25 years. You don't stay in this business in one spot for 25 years unless you treat your customers right. And that's what they've always done at Fayetteville Auto Park. Go by and see them or log on to FayettevilleAutoPark.com.
Chuck, you cold-blooded, man. You cold-blooded.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule. Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show. People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins. Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Is that an exposure of character flaw on my part?
I don't know about flaw. I mean, it exposes your character, but I don't know that I would say it's a flaw necessarily.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, June 17th. It's Wednesday. It is National Apple Strudel Day, National Eat Your Vegetables Day. I mean, that's a sort of a little bit of a conflict of interest, isn't it?
You can do both.
It's National Root Beer Day. You guys like a good root beer? Ice cold.
Every once in a while.
And a frosty mug.
It's not a
It's gotta be
regular.
the frosted.
Yeah, I think so too. You can't drink like root beer out of a can.
Like a 2-liter at home?
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, that
2
doesn't
liter of
sound.
A&W root beer.
No, that just kind of took it to a really
sugar-free root beer. That's
tough direction
good.
there. But the root beer float.
Yeah, root beer float's good.
How about a root beer? When's the last time you had a root beer float?
It's been a long
Yeah,
time.
it's been a minute.
Yeah, today's your day. I'm sure it has its own day.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, it's not root beer float day today.
Without question. We'll save it for that day, I guess. We've got an update here. The Russian big man that Bart will tell us his name is headed to the United States in hopes of completing the necessary paperwork to play for Arkansas.
Ilya Frolov.
So it looks like they're going to get him.
It's trending that way. Yes.
Is that going to be it? Will that be the guy? I mean, what do we think of this roster?
I mean,
is this what you wanted?
I think it's impossible to tell until you see him play.
Well, I mean, you know, but everybody judges it based on like who you were able to go out and get. And, you know, early on in the portal, it's like this big guy and that big
four
guy.
5-stars.
I know.
You know, like I'm perfectly satisfied.
It was more of a rhetorical question, but I just wanted to get the discussion going because I feel like people are maybe even sleeping on the class a little bit. It seems like
I think they are.
crushed it.
I think they are.
And
people are fixated on this. Well, they don't have an all-star big man.
Yeah, they ain't.
That's what everybody's focused on. But I have to tell you, as a just a Razorback fan, I want to see who replaces Acuffs and Malik Thomas's points. That's what I want to see. I want to see who the shooters are. I know the big man and all that stuff's important. You know, you've got to have it to win, but you got to put the ball in the basket. And last year we had a couple of guys that could do that to the point where we kind of took it for granted. And so I look at like the kid from Georgia.
Wilkinson.
Yeah. What's he do? You know, can he average 15 here like he did there? Can he be that kind of player? Who's gonna hit the big three? Who's that guy going to be? That to me, when I look at this team, those are things they've still got to sort out.
I think what happened early on was you saw big men in the portal and schools going after them, and you thought because that becomes somebody that you don't really know how good they are. But like that kid from Georgia, people acted like he was
surreal.
Yeah, like he was some awesome big guy. He wasn't even averaging 10 points a game, was he? I mean, it became this. That's how we consume information now. You're only as good as what you know, and you see him go somewhere else. You see another guy go somewhere else. And what I kept hearing is not that these guys can't play, but they're not that good. And you're not going to go pay $5 million for somebody that's not that good. They're not going to pay $5 million for anybody, but especially somebody that's not that good. And so then the process continues, and we get to this point now, and it's like, I think they've ended up where they needed to be.
Guys, Arkansas didn't get beat by Arizona because they didn't have some standout big man to go toe-to-toe with their big man. They lost to Arizona because Arizona was flat out better. They were better than Arkansas was. Like, period. End of story. It had nothing to do with the big... Now, look, did Trevin Brazile leave a lot to be desired on the defensive end in terms of his quickness on the defensive end? I'm talking about guarding his guy. Did that create mismatch problems against in the Arizona game and in other games throughout the year? Sure, absolutely. But it wasn't like just a lack of size that got Arkansas beat. Now, there was Arizona had a size advantage at every position on the court. Make no mistake about that. But Arizona was just a better team. They were just better that day. They didn't miss a shot. So, like, I kind of think that fans have been making way too big a deal about getting this big time big man. There aren't a lot of those guys.
Well, this is what we just got a text. D from Fort Smith. Guard and wings, excellent. Posts, very poor.
How do you know that?
Exactly. That was my first. How do you know
that?
I mean, that's instant analysis right there.
Like, for all we know, this Cooper Bowser guy who Arkansas has brought in, he might be excellent and just needed the right opportunity and the right system. That's how basketball works. It's like the NFL in some regards in this manner, right? Teams are all so focused on drafting a quarterback and finding the franchise quarterback and finding that missing piece that they forget to build a system around that player to support that player and help him find success. Sam Darnold is a perfect example of that, right? He just won the Super Bowl with the Seahawks. The Jets failed him miserably. The Jets have failed a lot of quarterbacks miserably, but that's besides the point. If you get a guy who is the right fit in the right system, playing the way Cal wants him to play, then it's going to be fine.
See, when people are talking about posts, and I think they miss like what we're talking about with the Russian guy that's coming in. Like, this is Paul Biancardi. Nobody knows this part of the business better than he does. And his analysis of this 6'11", 225-pound guy. Three-point shooting, 36%. Free throws, 84%. Strong indicator for his future jumper. Finishes well at the rim. Solid footwork and touch. Both facing up and playing with his back to the basket. Can make plays out of the post. Excellent per-minute rebounder. Strong screen setter who can pop out, short roll, or rim roll. Also trail three-point threat.
That's what they need.
Like, what are you? Like, but I don't think people.
Sounds pretty good to me.
That's what I'm saying, though. People, we got baited into the early thing of guys going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we missed them. And now people think that they got they don't have any post players, or they don't have any bigs. You're just missing it.
Well, and look,
that's
like,
what I mean. People are sleeping on the class.
Like
I just think they've done what they needed to do.
I agree.
Tim from Fayetteville texted and says Bart doesn't know ball. No, Tim, you don't know ball. You don't know ball.
Make it personal. Here we go.
Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, pay attention to the world, man. Watch, like, no.
Hang on a second, Tim.
Like, what are you talking about? I'm gonna tend to side with the guy who's in the Hall of Fame.
Are you raising your voice at me?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's about. Let's play that.
I'm gonna side with the guy who's in the Hall of Fame, who's made more guys more money than any coach in
what are you guys
history.
disagreeing about? What are you disagreeing about?
Right. Like,
what do you not know?
What is your problem, Tim?
You're mistaking. Here's Tim's comment. You're mistaking height for physicality.
No, I'm not.
You need a big physical.
A big physical. That sounds.
You got to be physical.
Well, now
you can win.
Well, when you talk about that Arizona game, you were talking about the Arizona game a little bit ago. Who was the guy, the freshman that came out and got drafted?
Koa Pete.
Yeah. Guys like that, I thought, were the difference in the game. He was not a center, right? But he was a physical player.
Krivas did not win that game for Arizona. No. Krivas did not win that game for Arizona in any way, shape, or form.
It was to me, and I mean, we're just talking about the Arizona game,
right?
But it was just the overall physicality of Arizona from the 1 through the 5 spot.
Yes. And the fact that they did not miss a shot.
Well, that
I understand Tim's point. He continues to go, you got to be physical if you think you can win with the 6'11", 220-pound guy. You're mistaken.
But we're not playing last year's Arizona team. Arkansas's not going to play that game again. I mean, you don't get to go back and play that team with these new players. We'll see, we got this guy now. We can beat you. Everybody's going to be different next year. Yeah. Everybody's going to.
Well, and the need for like some big physical guy in the paint, I understand that. Where are they? There's a handful of them in all of college basketball.
There's only one basketball out there, and they've recruited a lot of guys that are going to be providing the bulk. Whatever the point production is, that's where it's going to come from. You don't need a guy to come in here and be like a first-team All-American at that spot. You need a guy to come in and do exactly what they said that guy from Russia can do. That's what you need. You got other guys to do other things.
Here we go. Yeah. situation.
I've about had enough with the topic, just because, like,
deep breath.
People
in,
are
we'll
just so ignorant when it comes to the game of basketball. No. I'm being serious.
None of us are savants.
No, I'm not, and I'm not saying that we are. But people are just completely forgetting that there are different styles of play too that are successful. There are different styles of play that are successful. We see this in the NBA pretty much every year. 10 different teams have won the NBA title the last 10 years, all playing various styles with various personnel. Okay? Like, it does not matter. Like Aaron from Springdale said, Bart, Arizona's bigs last year would punish our new guys. Head out of your bleep. That's an obvious observation.
But we're not playing.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? What in the world are you talking about?
By the way, they punished a lot of people.
Like that.
Right, but that's besides the point. It doesn't matter.
But it's a hypothetical. You're taking the new guys that we've not seen play.
Right.
But you're saying last year's Arizona Bigs would punish them.
Right, and if Arkansas,
I don't know that that's not true, but I don't know how you know.
And if Arkansas plays their game and plays the way they can play, and the new guys on Arkansas's roster play the way we think they could play, they could still beat Arizona from last year. Like, how do you know?
Well, I don't know. Roger from Harrison agrees 100% with Tim.
Well, Roger from Harrison's an idiot. He's always taking personal shots at me. Like, screw him. I don't care.
As opposed to the gentleness of you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, look, I at least say it. I at least say it with my words. I at least sit here with an open microphone and say it. Roger doesn't call the show. He sulks and types from his mom's basement. Whatever, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the shots.
About-
Yeah, let's just pummel him right now.
Just talking about big men. You can go big with Big Creek in Mountain Home,
Yes, you
Arkansas.
can.
Go big and go home. New home sites released. It's the first time in 20 years they've had new construction. A welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Big Creek Golf and Country Club, Mountain Home, Arkansas. Log on to their website, bigcreekgolf.com. You can get more info on these amazing home sites, bigcreekgolf.com, and a wonderful place to live. Deep breath and back in a moment on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Got to get adjusted.
I had to adjust yesterday.
Do you like adjusting?
Not particularly, no.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Parts.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go over all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week, and I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. It's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was they haven't been to the series, and now we've checked that, and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but I know that, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
That is absurd to me and anybody who has a brain. Like anybody with any active brain cells at all. Like what are you?
I have brain cells, but they're not always active.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I just came to the realization we're going to suck at basketball.
Yeah, we're terrible.
Getting the text.
I mean, we didn't address our needs. I don't even know why we're playing.
Cow.
Cancel the season, guys.
We're doomed.
Cancel the season.
Didn't get the big guy, whatever. Yes, here is the thing that is logical. You see teams in the Final Four, and you see how they won, and you see who wins the national championship and how they won, like Florida, Michigan, and you see a really big guy, and you go, that's what we're lacking. And you got to get that. And the thing is about that, my question to you is, where? Where do you get that? You ever see somebody that's wearing something that you go, man, that's a really cool hat. Where did you get that? And they're like, well, I don't know. And you don't, where do you get it? Well, I got it online. Or you go find it online. You don't just go online and buy a big man. And the big man you're talking about doesn't really exist as far as being available.
Yeah,
Like
where was the
just
prototype big man in the portal this year? Who was it?
Well, like guys that are signing deals and like at the major schools, the big guys they're getting are, at least from a size standpoint, no different or inferior to what Arkansas has gotten. Like size and weight. Like people are like, well, 6'11", 220 is not going to get you anywhere. 6'11", 225 is not going to get you anywhere.
The number 4 prospect in the 2026 recruiting class, same one as Jordan Smith Jr., right? 5-star going to Duke, Cameron Williams, 6'11", 200. Big man. 6'11", 200.
They're not going to win anything with that.
Shove him around.
Here's 6'10", 195. Here's 7 foot 220. 6'11", 215. 7'1", 290.
No, that's a dude. Let's get that guy.
He can't get up and down the floor.
6'11", 328.
That's a big old boy.
I mean, you want 6'11", 220, or do you want 6'11", 320?
Well, I didn't know Dan Skipper was playing basketball. Did you know that's Dan Skipper? That's like a left tackle.
It's he's playing the wrong sport, guys. Like what I mean, what do you want?
I get the desire for people to get a big man and a guy that's just a dominant big man, and they went out and addressed the need, but people are just locked in on this one prototype of a big man that is the only way you can make it to the Final Four or win a national championship. And I understand it. I just don't completely agree with it. And if you could get that guy, then you would have that guy. But it doesn't mean you didn't address the need if you got something a little bit different. That's my take.
Well, I just think that, it is a luxury to have a great big man like that. And yes, those teams that were playing right to the end last year, they had that luxury, and it'd be nice to have that. But, I mean, this idea that this class was just a failure and this team's not going to be any good, and it's like, well, they're fine now, but wait till they get to the tournament and run into a big guy. I mean, that's my gosh, it's the middle of June. I mean, let's not write the end of the script right now.
We don't know exactly.
That's right.
But I think
summer's not over.
They've got a pretty good idea.
Well, yeah, maybe so. Or we're assuming everything's done and that this is how it's going to look. And I'm still not convinced of that. By the way,
it's like, look, here's the thing: other teams have to match up with Arkansas too. Right? Like whatever Cal throws out there, whatever he throws on the court, the other team has to match up with that too. Like, what are we talking about here?
Well, I think I explained it. Like that's what's making people, think this. And I guess what we're trying to do is say there's more to see than just, you didn't get Shaquille O'Neal.
I would like to read a text. Should have given the bag to Akizi. He's smaller than this guy, the Frolov guy. And this is the same texter who's been complaining about not getting a big enough play. He's lighter and the same height.
Where did he end up going?
He went to Louisville.
Yeah, that's right.
Reclassed, he'll play.
Yeah.
I just think
it's ignorance.
I think you become the flavor of the month sometimes when you're in the portal, particularly if you're 6'11", 7 feet tall. Look, everybody's looking for that guy. And so they're overvalued and overpaid. And I don't know how else to put it. I'm all for all of them. But, you're looking for something. Sometimes it doesn't exist.
Tim comes back. This class is great, and we could still go to the Final Four. You just can't win it all.
Is this the one that said, Bart, you're not a basketball god, or was that somebody else? Okay.
But that's where we are. So I guess the whole argument.
In June 16th, we're doomed. We just can't win it all.
We just can't win it all. This will not be the year.
Or June 17th. I'm sorry.
This will not. Just so everybody knows, this will not be the year that you can win it all. Why? Because you don't have Shaq. You have an amazing class.
That's right.
But you need a Shaq. And until you get a Shaq, you might make the Final Four, but you're not going to win it all.
Blue chips.
What a statement. What a statement. What a statement. You can go to the Final Four this year, but you can't win it all. That reads like an Old Testament, consequence. You'll be able to go into the land, but you won't see your children grow up.
Yeah.
You'll be able to go to the Final Four, but my judgment is you will not be able to win it all.
It will rain, but your crops will not grow.
Just what a statement. I mean, think about that. On June 17th, it's already been decided that Arkansas has got how many 5 stars?
4.
4 or 5 stars.
5 if you count.
They got a 15-point scorer a game from Georgia. They've gotten this big man we told you about from Russia. Well, he's not here yet, but assuming they get him, that Paul Biancardi said, he can play with his back. He's a great rebounder per minute. He can shoot. He can play with his back to the basket. He's an elite screen setter. Blah 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 blah.
Billy's back. Billy's back.
But for some people, that sounds like a dark cloud. Oh, I've been looking for that dark cloud. There it is. It's that guy.
Mercy sakes. Make yourself feel better. Go to Blakeman's, buy something. Get yourself something for Father's Day. Get you a beautiful timepiece. Mark the moment. Mark the occasion. Hey, whatever you are looking forward to celebrate, Blakeman's will help you do it. They want to hear about your story, help you come up with the perfect thing for you that'll last a lifetime. And you'll walk out of there with the purple bag, which is undefeated. Blakeman's, they've been helping Arkansas families for more than 35 years. They are the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. It is a happy, happy Wednesday on a Chuck and Bo show. Good morning.
Can I say this without offending anybody? Probably not.
No, let's find out.
We've taken inclusion too far.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
You know, I love talking about Weicher Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicher Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more. And they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. See, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Pascal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopascal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
The swearing has really taken over the vocabulary, right? It's lazy, you know.
Well, when you don't know what else to say, you throw that out there.
You just
At least that's been my approach.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Amazing reactions today. And then Abraham from Seattle throws a little bit of a bender in here with the Messi question. Have we talked about Messi today? Yes, a few times. Hat trick. He is almost 39, and Abraham says he's still scoring goals like he's in his 20s. Yeah, he's awesome, and this is awesome.
Messi, prefiere con Nico por aquí. González para Messi. Messi, Messi, Messi.
Comes the next one.
Yes.
The finish right here.
Argentino! Messi!
It's so good. That's so good.
That is good.
And Messi, yeah, he had a hat trick last night.
I wonder what that guy thinks about Arkansas's big man situation. What do you think? What do you think his opinion is?
Hey, Frolov,
what about the class?
According to Paul Biancardi, Frolov has made it to Arkansas. He's made it to Fayetteville. He has arrived.
He's here.
He's here. He's in the heart of hog country for an official visit. We're going to start referring to him as
the answer. The answer.
The answer.
Ilya, the answer.
Ilya, the answer has arrived. Exactly. Exactly. I just don't. I do understand, and I tried to explain. I think this is why people think the way they do, because they've been made to believe something. First of all, they knew they had to get a big man or a couple of them, and when they see guys pop up as potential targets, and Arkansas doesn't land said potential target, and then somebody comes along later, their belief is that person just can't be good enough. But a 6'11" guy who can play in the post and can play with his back to the basket that weighs 225 pounds is an answer. That is an answer if he can play.
Guys, we thought last year Nick Pringle was going to be in every game like he was against us in that game at South Carolina. It didn't work out that way. He had a fine year by comparison to some, but not what we thought he was going to be. And sometimes it works in your favor and sometimes it doesn't. This idea that they did not address what they needed to address, we don't know that yet. Now, if we get 2/3 of the way through the season and that's an issue, well, yeah, you got a point then. You can say, hey, way back on June 17th, I said we weren't going to be any good, or I said we weren't going to be as good as we could have been. But we don't know that stuff yet. We just don't.
It is the sum of the parts as well. You know, you got to have the pieces, obviously, but the sum of the parts together as a team is – it looks like they've got a lot of pieces.
Well,
it looks pretty good.
I think they're going to be good. I can't wait for them to start playing.
Only Final Four good, Chuck.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody say that. They're Final Four good, but they're not national championship good. I've never heard an analyst quite describe like going into a
their analysts aren't as. I mean, this is the Chuck and Bo show. We're cut above.
Listen, this is a dang good Final Four team, just not a national championship team. I have not heard that one in June.
I haven't heard
well, have a great Razorback Wednesday, everyone.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and